Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Vikings and the Eagles. All that and more coming up next.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, we've got an ultra-important divisional round matchup in the NFC, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming...
The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest. And I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one, because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And
he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. So here come the Vikings as they get set for their first drive. Leading them out is their rookie quarterback, the young man from the University of Michigan.
All in all, he was pretty solid in the victory in the wild card round and threw a couple of touchdowns. And when it comes to quarterback play, you'd always love spectacular. But in the playoffs, you'll take solid. And that's exactly what they're looking for from him again in this contest.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy. Oh, his first throw of his playoff matchup is intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. They'll have very good starting field position here after the turnover as they search for the first points of the ball game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. As Smith in motion right. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession.
And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? A little on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoffs. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
It becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
Third down from the gun, McCarthy.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10.
In motion left comes Brown.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun, it's Hurts.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football, and he's got a first.
They're going to look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds.
Hurts.
And he's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Devontae Smith.
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Eagles are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. That time, a 9-play drive.
And it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn it into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And the defense coming through on third down, a loss of 7 to bring up fourth.
Here's Braden Mann now,
as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He's been picked off twice in this ball game already. And we'll try to sort things out here as they begin with the first down.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Elliott on for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. And out now come the Vikings. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. On play action, now McCarthy. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here. After one, a 14-3 ball game. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And it's 21-3. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick-6. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. He threw the pick-6 last time out just a moment ago. Now 3 total interceptions for him in this ball game. He's had his struggles. 1st and 10 here. Throwing after the interception, McCarthy. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Devin White defeating the offensive line and getting to the quarterback. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 3rd and 12. To the air with McCarthy. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll set up to throw. This is Smith with a grab. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
He'll look to throw. Being chased, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Looking to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Out now is the punter, Braden Mann.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again.
They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10.
And he stopped immediately there. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay.
2nd and 10.
Again, it's Jones. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Powell.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now
as he's on to punt for Minnesota. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Hurts. And Goddard going to have an Eagles 1st down as the tackle going to be made up at the 37.
Up the middle with Barkley. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
He'll get that complete to Albert O.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles 1st.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
This short throw caught by Goddard.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 46-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Evades the tackler and now some space. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. To Barkley on the check down. And out of bounds right around the 20. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
Right hash, 37-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3.
So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's McCarthy.
Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This the first of 4 divisional round matchups coming up this weekend. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other divisional round game in the NFC. And it looks like we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers doing battle with the Seattle Seahawks. The Eagles were led in the first half by their dynamic quarterback, Jalen Hurts. He's got a touchdown through the air as his guys have raced out to a gigantic early lead. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
And this group has suffered far too many self-inflicted wounds thus far as we run through some of the mistakes. It's darn near impossible to win in this league when you're turning the ball over at the frequency that they have.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
McCarthy off the play fake. Finds his tight end Oliver here outright. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. That is caught. Room to maneuver at the 35. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. 44 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment, defense.
So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
From the 21, here's the 2nd down and 6.
They'll go again to Jones. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Jones. Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Throwing is McCarthy.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Brandon Powell from 3 yards out.
And the Vikings are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence.
Well, now how about this return? And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at the 31-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
This short throw caught by Goddard.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Throwing is Hurts.
Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there.
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, hold everything here because this is about the last guy that they would want to see shaken up. Quarterback Jalen Hurts in some discomfort.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
fights off the tackle at the 20. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And they will take over 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw McCarthy. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
The whole idea of the screen pass is to fool the defense in a big way and create a big play.
They weren't fooled.
Not 1 second, not one bit. How about them figuring it out, diagnosing it, and spilling it for lost yardage?
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. So, Charles, I mean, this is just becoming an exhibition now on how to rush the passer.
Yeah, and I can't help but laugh a little bit because I'm enjoying what we're watching. This is coming from a guy who was in college just a year ago, and we keep harping on their evaluation. They saw not just a guy who could rush the passer, but could rush the passer well, and that's why they took him as high as they did.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. Looking to throw, Pickett. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jonathan Bullard coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the 1st drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. The Vikings now heading onto the field. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. They work now on 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Open is Powell. That's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Now McCarthy. Caught on the right side by Jones. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. McCarthy going to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Darius Slay with a pick. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. This is 2nd and 8. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. A handoff to Barkley on the option. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
Now Pickett will look to pass it. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. A line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Pickett. Dancing to his left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Kenny Pickett, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead.
What an effort there. Sometimes you hold your breath a bit when you see your quarterback diving for the end zone. You don't want him to land on a shoulder wrong or take a big shot. But he looks none the worse for wear here, and that winds up a touchdown.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. To the air with McCarthy. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a 1st down as well. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Jalen Carter able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. McCarthy operating from the gun. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. The Vikings on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Sticking with the pass, here's McCarthy. Over the middle and complete to Addison.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. From the 38 now, here's second down and 2.
Back to throw again. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here's McCarthy.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Picked off by Reed Blankenship.
And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Pickett. That's complete. It's Okuegbunam.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Now 2nd and 5. Pickett will look to throw it here.
This is caught.
And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right on the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get into pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's get...
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Eagles continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon.
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Reed Blankenship.
And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. No gain on the play. And it'll be second down.
At the Vikings 18-yard line.
It's caught on the right side at Smith.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From the gun, here's Pickett. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And they'll run for it with Barkley. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Pickett back to throw. And it's caught. And now a pause because we got A.J. Brown dinged up on that last play, and they're going to have to get some medical attention to it. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Pickett. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And the football going back to the Vikings offense. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter. Pass complete to Addison. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Looking for Addison again, and he's got him again. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Complete. Jefferson the target. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing is McCarthy. And my goodness, another interception. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. It's Barkley on the counter. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side, and now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the journey just getting to this game. Preseason, right? The OTAs and mini camps before that. Going through the regular season, fighting and scratching and clawing to make it to the playoffs. And then to get to this game, 1 game short of a conference championship, they'll have the whole offseason to think about it. Let's see if they use it as motivation.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.